Within 8 months of shooting, you're gonna have good days, bad days, days when you're tired, days when you're like, I don't know if I could do this scene, I don't like, and to have like someone that you can say that to, you feel like they have your back all the time, it's great.
It's so attractive to see someone just completely own who they are.
Tra di voi ci sono state scene intime bollenti che hanno rotto il set. Qual è stato il momento più imbarazzante?
I think by the time that we were actually filming the intimate scenes, we were so comfortable with one another, and we'd built up, like that was a few months into the season.
Yeah,
I didn't feel embarrassed around you.
No, we never really got embarrassed. We felt really well supported. Like
we were very giggly in the beginning when we had to do like verbal romantic scenes.
It was probably that. Like,
but then I think once we got that out of the way, we were like,
good.
Let's go.
Probably end of Ep 2. After that, we were like, cool. Sailing.
Tra Penelope e Colin c'è grande chimica e al di là dei personaggi siete amici anche fuori dal set. Questo aspetto vi ha inibito in qualche modo?
Yeah, made it much easier. And made like being really comfortable with someone and being able to like share this story. And also it's a shared experience that you know, two people every season go through. You kind of get to live in your story and you're very immersed in it all. So having had a friendship of like 4 years before we started filming, it just felt great that we knew we had each other's backs in every situation, and we knew that someone else was going through those long days. And
it makes a massive difference. When you have a teammate that you're like, you know, also because within 8 months of shooting, you're gonna have good days, bad days, days when you're tired, days when you're like, I don't know if I could do this scene, I don't like, and to have like someone that you can say that to, you feel like they have your back all the time, it's great.
Quali commenti, magari anche negativi, avete letto online su questa stagione?
Oh, I mean, how long have you got? I actually don't really remember the bad comments very well. I just block them and move on.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just that they predict storylines, and it's wrong.
But we get
like
kind of a
guessing
kick
stuff,
out of
and I'm
that,
like,
There was a theory there was a character called Lord Fife who was in season 2 and 3, and it was that he was meant to like make fun of Penelope and laugh at her when her and Colin were dancing. But the look they used in the edit sort of made it look like he was maybe checking her out. So people were like, he's in love with her.
And they thought season 3 that it was going to be
love
like
triangle.
him chasing.
But no, he's just...
We can confirm it's not.
Colin dà lezioni di seduzione a Penelope. Qual è il consiglio che dareste alle fan più insicure del loro potenziale?
I think it's something that both our characters explore within the season of like growing up and becoming an adult and trusting, I would say like trusting your instincts and being true to yourself, not feeling like you need to pretend to be anything that you're not. And like we've always talked about like within the story that it's so attractive to see someone just completely own who they are.
And that doesn't have to be any type of person.
No, like,
it can be a million different things, but when someone sits in themselves, it's like, that's really attractive, that's really cool. I was thinking about this as the most random thing in the world. There's a reality show called Married at First Sight Australia, and there's a woman on it called Lucinda, and she's like this real earth mama, hippie, but she is just so true to that I'm like, that's incredible. And she's the most magnetic soul because she's so herself. Random, but thinking about that.
Penelope, ma anche Nicola, prima dell'exploit di questa serie è sempre stata una wallflower girl, cioè una ragazza che si tiene ai margini in disparte. Come si fa a smetterla di sentirsi in questo modo?
I think it's really interesting. This is maybe a strange comparison I'm going to make, but when I first moved to London, I was very broke. I left drama school and I had to go and work in a retail job, and I used to be on the tube and I used to get really annoyed. And I was like, oh, London's a terrible place and it's really stressful and it's really this and it's really... And then I was like, hang on, you're controlling your perception of this. It's you're making yourself annoyed because of, it's like confirmation bias, and it's like you're telling yourself this is bad and everything's reinforcing it. I'm like, if you just stop that, it will help things. And then it wasn't easy to do, but once I managed, and it kind of in the same way, if you were like, well, I'm a wallflower and I'm this and no one wants to look at me, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So I'm like, if you have to stop that, it's not easy at all, but like that negative self-talk and negative mindset is like never gonna get you anywhere good. I wish it was easy just to like say it and make it so, anyway, weird comparison.
No, it's well said. It's like you said, fake it till you make it.
It's totally true.
You just do it and it becomes part of you.
I used to have that with auditions all the time, where I would like, you know, go through a span of not getting anything, and I'd go in going, well, I'm clearly desperate to get in, they'll never want to cast me, and I think that's true to a degree. Even like a date, you don't want to go in desperate. You want to be like, look at all this I've got to offer, like, you know,